Jacqueline, maybe you can tell us what it's like living with Gaucher's disease.
Well, um, I try to live a normal life as much as possible, but there are some challenges I need to overcome. My energy levels are not what it used to be, and I've already developed osteoporosis, which arose from certain complications, including being under-medicated. I'm currently working with my specialist to manage it. Although there is currently no cure for Gaucher disease, treatment can help people manage some of the symptoms of the disease. Currently, Gaucher disease is commonly treated with two types of treatment, which is the ERT, it's an enzyme replacement therapy, and that's the one that I get.
Now, Jacqueline, when you were first diagnosed, what were your symptoms?
I had a low hemoglobin count. Also, I had a low platelet count. I had a large liver and spleen. Also, I had bone pain and I suffered a lot from fatigue and I was easily bruising. That is the most common symptoms you get, and I had all of them.
Is this common for people with Gaucher's disease? They'll experience all of those symptoms.
Jackie described it pretty well. Generally, children, you'll find that they have quite a big tummy. That's a result of the organomegaly, which is basically an enlarged spleen, etc. Easy bleeding, like she said, very low platelets, they bruise easily, and they do have quite a bit of bone pain. So when a kid's continuously complaining about growing pains, you always wonder if there's something more brewing.
Jacqueline, how does living with Gaucher's affect your everyday life? Does it affect your everyday life?
It is like I said, my energy levels are not what it used to be, and I do have osteoporosis at what we are trying to fix now or getting treated. And then I also try to just live a normal life as much as I can. I do like wine tasting. I do like to travel out to explore new towns, and I do like to hang out with all my friends. So I do try to be as normal as possible.
Well, that's good to hear. Are there any simple tasks or simple everyday tasks that might be easier for someone without Gaucher's disease that you have a hard time doing?
Okay, I've got a big tummy, and that is due to my liver and my spleen. So I feel trapped sometimes when I buy clothes because you can't buy something that sits really sexy because I've got a tummy in my way. Otherwise, not really actually something. I do what most people do. I do exercise. I do like to braai. I do like to dance. I do normal stuff. So with the medication that I've got, I can do all the normal things normal people do usually.
Kelly, is this common?
Yes, I think that's the whole point of treatment. It's not a cure. It greatly slows down the progression of the disease, allowing people to have a fairly good quality of life. And I think Jackie very, very clearly indicated that, on adequate treatment and on the correct treatment, that she can function day to day, whereas if she wasn't on treatment, the situation might be very different.
Wow. Jackie, what does your treatment regime look like?
Okay, every second week I go to the local doctor or nurse in my town, and I receive my medication via a infusion that she just puts up. I get in my car and I go back to my flat and I just relax for about 2 hours, giving the medicine to go through. And afterwards I'll feel a bit tired, so I lie down for another hour and a half. And then afterwards, it's just back to business again, doing domestic work and doing a washing and dishes and what have you. So just get on with it. So it's only about 2 or 3 hours every second week that I can relax and take it to my time. And then afterwards, it's just getting back to life.
Well, it's good to hear that you can have quite a normal life with treatment. Is this the case across most Gaucher's patients?
Yes, absolutely. I think Gaucher's is one of the luckier ones in terms of infusion timing. It's quite a short infusion, like Jackie says. Some of the others can take up to 8 hours, and some of them are every week. So that's literally a whole day that you lose. So I think for the Gaucher patients, they're quite lucky, and things are pretty well set up here in South Africa. It's a pretty easy sort of transition. They get it's a little pump that they use, and it does its own thing, and you can move around and you can be mobile. So I definitely think that they're lucky. They are busy looking at oral treatments and stuff now, so everybody in the Gaucher community is pretty hopeful that soon it'll be a matter of drinking some liquid or swallowing a tablet or whatever the situation is. But I think for now, Jackie will be one of the ones that can testament to the fact that it's a small sacrifice to pay to have a decent quality of life.
Now, Jacqueline, do you think that rare diseases get enough attention here in South Africa?
Not as much as we like. It is not. It doesn't receive that much exposure as the other commonly known diseases. It is only recently, as Kelly said, that it's been recognized, and with us joining hands with the Rare Disease Society of South Africa and the young guys out there now, we can do campaigns and get people to notice us and notice the diseases around us. So it doesn't get enough exposure at all.
Jackie, what do you hope that people can learn from your story?
I am incredibly and deeply thankful that I have treatment and that my general day-to-day life is so wonderful and that my health is improving. Life is what you make of it, so there will always be obstacles, but anything can be accomplished if taken one step at a time. So take care of yourself and focus on whatever you can, be grateful and live your life to the fullest.